Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with the C.Crane CC Skywave 2. This is an AM/FM weather airband shortwave portable radio. In this video, I'm performing an evening medium wave band scan, but first we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the evening band. So here it is, the new C.Crane CC Skywave 2. This is a pilot example. This is not an end production run, so that's coming up in December 8th. You might see this video before or after 2023. If you do, great. Hopefully the radio is available. If not, pre-orders are open. The price is going to be $89.99. I'll have links below to the website. I don't know when they're going to have it on Amazon, but hopefully soon. But yeah, they kept the price the same, and they added a couple extra features, which is fantastic. So let's look at some features of the CC Skywave 2. So going to the left-hand side, we got our carry strap. You'll notice right away we have an antenna jack. Yep, for your FM and shortwave wires. There you go. You can extend the range. Reception capabilities of this radio with that, fantastic. It's very convenient versus clipping it to the whip. I like that. Headphones, FM stereo listening, and we have a micro USB jack instead of the mini. So if I bring out the old Skywave, I'll bring out the original OG, you'll notice the upgrades there. There's no antenna jack. The headphone jack looks a little skinnier on the newer Skywave 2. And if you notice, they went from a mini to a micro. So yeah. Big update there. Some people were wondering why they didn't go Type-C. There might be room for Type-C, being that they had a mini there at one time. But I think they went for space savings. So there you go. All right, cool. Going to the front of the radio, we have a 1.5-inch speaker, which sounds the same as the original. So if you're like, oh, that's a tinny speaker, it is tinny. There's no doubt about it. If you do low volumes, you're fine. If you have your tone control on voice, and you control your bandwidth to lower levels, yes, you can not make this as harsh. That's fine. I'd recommend that. But this radio is really meant for headphone use. And even comes with a pair of CC buds too as well. But I want to put that out there for you guys who are complaining about the speaker still. Really, it's a really portable radio that's fantastic. There's a lot of reasons why I like this radio. And we'll go over them eventually. In the review video, you can check that out. So CC Skywave 2, we got our display here. It lights up. Nice, just like the original. Battery level indicator. Time shows when the power is off. Now, the cool thing about this radio is it takes 2 AA batteries. It has a runtime of 60 to 70 hours, depending on what you're doing. That's absolutely fantastic compared to, say, the R108 or the Ceodon or Radio Owls. Those are great sounding radios, but their battery is a thin little lithium, and it tends to run out pretty quick. So button-wise, you can see we have our power button with sleep function. Button down here is AM/FM band select with weather alert attached to it. Incremental tuning buttons, up and down, browse. Nice to have right on the front versus the side, but you have options, which is fantastic. Numeric keypad, so we can direct enter frequencies with our frequency button. We have a lock button, meter band button for shortwave. And then going here, we have a page button. So you have 100 presets per band, so 100 on AM, FM, air, shortwave, give you a total of 400. Not bad. And the cool thing I like about pages is that you have 10 presets instantly on the first page, and you can go to 10 pages. So your first page could be your everyday stations you love. Second page could be your evening DX stations. Third page could be your daytime DX stations, so on and so forth. So I like that. I think it's a really cool setup. Once you understand the page method, you'll really like it. Tone control also on that. If you look, you have secondary functions. Bandwidth button, of course, you get 5 on a medium wave band. I believe it's 6 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Underneath, we have a weather, shortwave, and airband dedicated button. And of course, these little symbols are secondary. We have time set feature on 7, alarm set feature on 8, charge feature on 9. So if you plug in a USB, it'll just power the radio, but it won't charge the batteries. That's good if you're using alkalines. If you want to start charging, you got to make sure you got nickel metal hydrides installed, and you hit the charge mode to start the charging process. Something to keep in mind. Down here, we can switch from 9K to 10K. Very important if you're traveling. And of course, we can turn stereo on and off if you're trying to FMDX. We know how important that is. Auto tuning system here. You can use this for storing stations automatically. And of course, 12-hour, 24-hour clock. And I believe up here we have an alarm on. Wake to radio, wake to buzzer set up. Okay, cool. On the right hand side of the radio, we have tuning control, which is notched, just like the original. Push button, so you have your squelch and your fast and slow tuning when the radio's on. So that's nice. Analog volume control. It sounds analog anyway. Up on top here, we have a 16-inch whip antenna that swivels 360. Kick-out stand with our frequency information there, as you can read. Shortwave 2.3 does 26.1. That's some decent coverage. I like that. The original should have the same, I believe, identical coverages. Here's the original OG. There you go. Yeah, it looks like original. So there's that. It takes 2 AA batteries behind here. And there's your push button for air squelch and fast and slow tuning. Beautiful. Hold feet on the bottom and reset in case the radio locks up, though I never had to use that. Quick size comparison. We'll turn this thing on. CC pocket. It's kind of neat to put these together. Yeah, it works. Ceodon R108. That might be something to see. Let me just bring this up a little bit. Get this in a frame. So yeah, here's the Ceodon R108. Very popular radio, very cheap radio. On sale, it's like $45. Versus 90. But your run time is about 12 hours, 10 hours versus 60 hours on a pair of batteries. And this uses standard AA batteries. This uses the BL5C lithium. A lot of people don't like that. People like traditional batteries. You go for the Skywave. You have to spend extra on the premium, but you won't be disappointed. Plus, you have weather alert here, which you don't on here. You gain long wave here, but long wave in the States isn't really here nor there. So, but there's a difference. And of course, last but not least, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, yeah. He is the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. He loves the shortwave radios from, can you guess it? C.Crane land. Yeah, flying high, man, with a Skywave 2 in each hand. Yeah, rock on. All right, cool. I would like to sing that, and the algorithm picks it up. So let's turn this on. Cool, picking up a faint station out of Cuba. I can barely hear it, but it's there. What a Skywave. It could bring in a Terk Advantage passive loop just to see if we can't bring it in. Doubt it. It's very faint. Oh, got it. Bandwidth control. It always has some easy listening or jazz music playing. So yeah, that's about 1,700 miles away. But their power output's probably way higher than our FCC allows. But very cool to find nonetheless.
Going to be effective and active in our lives. We've got to remember.
Here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the north, 400 watts.
And I think, God, they're fellow human beings.
She's not. She's married. And her husband were doing this video together. Heidi Slice is a prostitute. Or actually,
here's 550 KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts. To the south, it's more south-southwest like this.
He would be the woman, and then the John.
It's then ground to a powder, blended to perfection, and encapsulated.
Oh yeah, I should go over again. Time, it's 11:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. There you go.
Very different. Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature. Go to balanceofnature.com.
This radio will default back to the clock. You can have that set up that way. I believe it's press and hold 4 with the power off if you want to do that, but I like it where the frequency stays on, and most people do. So yeah, 560 WIND Chicago.
And I have some money to loss, and I want
600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts to the west.
but now market.
Any number of people that work with
Not sure what station this is. It could be WTVN or KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri. Usually it's Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts.
He sold his house, got $260 for that, so we've got that going towards
Here's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
that money towards that, and then my house is worth another $2.
Couple stations mixing CFCO and KYFI. So we got KYFI here, St. Louis, Missouri. I think I can hear just a hint of music. I don't know if this is CFCO, Chatham, Ontario. 310 miles northeast, 6,000 watts. You can always get better in the evening.
Will we raise money for the DCAT program? And we're looking towards
This direction is WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles, 1,600 watts at night.
that we get direct funding so it can.
And we're just picking up a hint of WOI, Ames, Iowa, 265 miles, 1,000 watts to the west. Just by turning it. So you got the call letters WSM, that's Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles to the south. Not bad.
I happened to walk into a
Last night these were coming in clear. It's a little harder night tonight. 660 WFAN, New York, New York.
Bro, that's happened 3 times in 150 years.
I know selectivity is great on this radio. I think that, of course, the original as well. 670 The Score, WFCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
7 years. And there's only 2 other teams that can say that. Georgia and Alabama.
Chicago.
Okay. He didn't stop there.
10 p.m. Investigators received a report of a missing 53-year-old woman from an address located on 3rd Avenue in Flin Flon. Patricia Cousins left this address a short time earlier and has yet to be located.
I'm not sure what this is here. This is 680 CJOB. If it is, I'll put a little pop up here.
Pants and a black long sleeve shirt.
That would be Toronto, that direction.
Extensive patrols around the Flin Flon and
Yep.
Rockin area.
This is definitely a Canadian station.
Contact Crime Stoppers or Flin Flon RCMP if you have any information. An exciting night ahead on Tuesday as children across Manitoba get ready to show off their costumes and snacks.
Okay, Manitoba, yeah, definitely. CJOB, cool.
Halloween demands extra layers
I think it's over 800 miles. Nice.
Increased 1.1% from August to September after inching up 0.2% from July to August.
Here's WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Confusion with us, but we have 7 months of consecutive drops as far as tonnage is concerned.
Valamaki's got it there, chased out by Tyler Johnson. Valamaki banks a pass up the right side to Schmaltz at center ice to Barrett Hayton. He's hit as he crosses the Hawk line, up by Murphy. Schmaltz.
Blackhawks hockey on WGN. That's cool. 720 in Chicago.
Radish into the Coyote zone, turning at the right point. Fed at left circle. Johnson firing. And looked like it hit the shaft of the stick of the goaltender Ingram. Puck knocked away. Johnson in the left corner got it back.
740 is usually Zoomer radio. Usually it comes in pretty clear. Right now it's not. So sad. I like that station.
The heavily populated enclave. British Egyptian doctor Omar Abdelmanan has been speaking with
750 WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles to the southeast.
They have said this is horrifying, this is inhumane.
6 weeks after it began, the auto workers' strike is over. Tune in first first thing from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. with Mike Parsons.
Another tragedy in my life, Renee.
WGR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles to the east.
Ain't nobody getting anything for Christmas from me this year. You're all getting your contribution.
That's how you got to do it, Tom.
That's how I got to do it.
That's how you got to do it. Not only that, but you was repeating the same thing over.
Over and over and over. The blood is on your hands. It's on you. You are
WABC 770, New York, New York, 750 miles to the northeast.
Responsible for similar incidents around Lake County and are not from Antioch. While breaking up the party, which police say took several hours, Harden was found.
As you can see, we also have, which you probably noticed, is the signal strength indicator. I believe it goes all the way up to 9 there. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All right, 780 WBBM Chicago. They got old time radio Monday through Friday from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time. So if you could pick up the station, tune it in. Have some fun.
Line appears to be drawing to a close. That's UAW workers. GM has...
CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles.
Throughout your day and keep connected to New South 20 WBAP 99.5 FM HD2.
So we got 820 WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles to the south-southwest.
BBC writes, the death of a leader in China can usher in big changes.
830 WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
Like it did when grieving for Hoosh, Yao Bang morphed into the 1980s. That's a heck of a checklist. And you'd be right. But where's the detail? Where's the drama?
840s WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. They have Ground Zero, and then later they have Coast to Coast.
AbsoluteServices.net.
There is, and the fans care. You know, it ain't no fun doing this when nobody cares.
No, you know the old thing.
Here's KOA, Denver, Colorado on 850. This is 890 miles to the west. All my Toronto stations are coming in weak. That's surprising because you guys know usually my Toronto stations are strong. 860 is a CJBC Toronto, French speaking. Just make them out. Here's 870. This is WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, which is 865 miles to the south. A neighbor of mine couldn't believe it. He's a Saints fan. I couldn't believe I could tune it in.
The Jay Wrights. We saw a legend.
Usually can pick this up, WCBS. New York, New York. We'll just keep going. High pitch whine coming from the camera. Now I can eliminate that by just tuning back a few kilohertz. So let's go to fine mode. Slow.
Yeah, it's not at the professional level. You see here on the radio.
There we go.
Here's the thing about sign stealing in baseball, football, anything else.
So there you go. WGN Chicago. Excuse me, WLS Chicago. Yeah, I live near Chicago. I know what the stations are.
As the Stros found out, and just about everyone's out there trying to pull a scam in professional sports.
So we got WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Yeah, I could pick this up at night. I love it. I get some decent music, classic music, rocking away on 940. .960 Sports. Get some Monday Night Football.
On an 18-yard grab for a Lions touchdown, and with 27 seconds to go before halftime.
Taking WSBT, South Bend, Indiana. 110 miles, 5,000 watts.
Involving a male cop stumbling upon a male killer in his back seat.
So here's CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles to the northwest.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining that it's really hot. There's a lot of smog.
They've got the hand-picked quarterback that Josh McDaniels, the company, brought in on their own after they moved on from Derek Carr.
1000 WMVP, Chicago.
In theory, and I say that in air quotes, that, maybe I shouldn't have thought this, but
struggle reception-wise, getting some of these stations in. Usually they come in nice and clear, but the evening could improve too. We're getting quite a bit. Picking up a hint at WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. That will improve. So if you hear that little dee-dee-dee-dee, that's the encoder. I notice it does that with my other radio as well, my original Skywave. The sensitivity's turned up on this radio, so you hear a little bit more. If you use these front buttons, you don't hear that. KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles northeast. Just pick up a hint of a religious song here, KAAY. It's Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles to the south. Okay, the rebroadcasting coast to coast at 1100, Cleveland, Ohio. Again, this usually comes in like a local, so I'm guessing there's some storms or something blocking the waves tonight.
When you are going along in your car, but the glass is tilted and positioned in such a way that you're seeing the translucent figures in front of you. And of course, the design of the Haunted Mansion.
Here's KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
Many professional haunters, because yes, there are professional haunters,
full scale, nice.
Point at the Haunted Mansion as
trophies too. For affordable life insurance, call 800-529-2856.
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles due east.
Retirement, creating a six-figure income with 40% less than traditional.
In Exodus 33, he said to God, "Show me your glory."
WYML, Christian Radio, Hope for Your Life, Chicago.
And God said to him, "No man shall see."
This is Wham, 1180, Rochester, New York, 545 miles. I think it's WRTO Chicago, still picking it up.
Reminiscent of Holocaust victims on Stress Monday, pledging to wear the star until members of the
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
previously called for Secretary General Antonio Guterres to resign after he said last week.
A little quicker through the band. I call this the graveyard part of the band, as you can hear a bunch of stations being broadcasted over each other. No clear channels. But it's always fun to hunt them and hear what you can find.
And that
various Japanese alternative healing practices that include energy.
I think this is WSDZ, St. Louis, Missouri.
In fact, it says for Catholics to believe in Reiki therapy, for
citing flagging demand. Honda doesn't plan to manufacture low-cost electric vehicles because the EVs right now are pretty brutal. Mercedes says, I can hardly imagine the current status quo is fully sustainable for anybody.
And have you heard words from the administration?
So we have 1330. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Seems to be coming in best when I point to west. So we'll either pick up a station to the west or the east. If I can figure it out, I'll put a pop-up here. If not, maybe you guys can tell me. This could be DeKalb, Illinois, local. This could be WSPD, Toledo, Ohio, 250 miles, 5,000 watts, low power station. Good evening. This is WGRB Gospel Radio out of Chicago. Sure sounds like it. The stronger male voice there, WOC, probably Davenport, Iowa. 131 miles, 5,000 watts to the west.
Because it is of a guy who's being killed, but
1470 is WMBD, Peoria, Illinois, 135 miles, 5,000 watts.
He's like kicked in the neck.
Reefs, even Polly, even gift giving itself.
1510 is WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles to the south. Just like our WSM.
Victorian times, pre-Santa Claus existed.
That other man's free speech. We should be able to have a reasonable debate in the free marketplace of ideas, and you should...
Yeah, shut up, nerd. I like that guy's argument more. When he goes, yeah, you're offending me, and I don't like that. So you stop ripping those signs down. And on top of offending all of us, you're littering.
So I don't know if this is KOKC, Oklahoma City. It usually is Oklahoma, 690 miles. The southwest.
That's the good kind of cancel culture. This goes so much deeper.
But at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company.
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
National to local. Every audio.
Printing and spending. The dollar could continue its free fall.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles. Sounds like a gold ad here.
But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money.
There you go, gold. I knew it. Music, maybe WDLR, Delaware, Ohio, 305 miles. Not sure on that. CHHA, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Now we got a Toronto station. Nice. KOZN, Bellevue, Nebraska, 390 miles, 1,000 watts. Music you're hearing there barely coming in, KCJJ, the mighty, Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles, 1,000 watts again.
Try Prevagen today.
KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts.
This product is not intended.
Oh, that's
the
fine.
responsibility and the buck stops with me. But then, when you don't
I think this is WQLR, Kalamazoo, Michigan, 137 miles. To the east.
start laying into other people, or we just looking at.
Like you said, they got things in place that just automatically they just do without any consideration. Listen to your show again tonight. I just want you to know that what I do at night, because I work at night while I listen to like some other callers do.
KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles, sports station to the west. Cool, we're done. I actually, you know what I want to do is go frequency, see if we can pick up Zoomer radio now. Not sure. We could try 860. It could be improving, so there you go. All right, cool. We'll turn this off. CC Skywave 2, yeah, not too bad in the evening. Just a little bit of a rough night, but quite a few stations did come in that we could definitely DX with. You know, picking up Denver, picking up St. Louis, picking up New Orleans, picking up, we did pick up New York, so that was cool on 770. So yeah, there's a lot you can find. I mean, there's more, of course, just depending on the evening, not being able to pick up 1100, which is a surprise. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video of the new C.Crane CC Skywave 2. Like I say, put your orders in. I think it's the December 8th is when they're expecting to start shipping them. We'll see. That's their expected shipping date. And again, pre-orders, I think they're $89.99. So definitely worth the upgrade if you like the idea of having an external antenna jack and the micro USB charging. Again, otherwise, it's the same as the original. So if you don't want to wait and you want the original, tried and true, the OG is nice. I mean, this is no problem. Just uses older school charging method. But otherwise, Skywave 2 does do a decent job. Liking it. So there you go. Keep a like. 2, if you like Skywaves. You want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the Skywave 2. Is it for you? Do you have a regular Skywave? Would you upgrade to this? Yeah, let me know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.